This is Confessions on TV3. My name is Miss Nancy. And tonight we have a woman with a confession. Luckily, something that's not so much emotional, but still a very serious confession she has over here. So for this purpose, what would you be called?
Perpetual.
Perpetual. You're welcome to Confessions on TV3.
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
Share with us what is bugging you.
Miss Nancy, I'm a married woman. I've been married for 5 years with 2 kids. Yes. I noticed I was growing fat after my last childbirth. So my husband had some contracts that got him a lot of profits, and he gave me an amount of 70,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah, to invest in some treasure bills and all that. But I feel my husband is probably not having interest in me anymore. And
your husband gave you 70,000 Ghana cedis to invest in treasury bills, and you say he's not interested in you?
Yes.
How?
Because I was going too fast, so I used the money for a liposuction. And after I had the lipo and body management done, still he's not even recognized anything.
The 70,000 Ghana cedis that's supposed to be for an investment, you used it to get a liposuction. Liposuction alone doesn't cost that much. Did you get a tummy tuck too?
I was told by the doctor that it's around 50,000.
Okay.
Yes, for the suction. So I did it.
For the lipo and the tummy tuck?
Yes.
Okay.
So I did it, and then the aftercare really cost a lot.
Okay.
So, because you need to get a nurse to take care of you and all other stuff. So a lot
it's
goes
that
into
expensive.
it
I was thinking about getting one myself. I didn't know it cost an arm and a leg. Whoa. Goodness.
Yes.
So after the aftercare, all the money is gone.
All the money is gone. I don't know what to do now. And now he has been able to pay my firstborn's fees.
Okay,
now,
school has reopened indeed.
School has reopened, and then the last one, now the school fees I'm not able to get because I've used the money he deemed to be used for the investment. I've used it for lipo, now.
So I mean, you cleared your bank account plus the 70,000 for the investment, and now you're supposed to pay the little one school fees, and you don't have the money.
Yes.
And you came on confession, so I'd give you some money.
I don't know what to do now.
So I mean, I know that liposuction and tummy tuck, these are major procedures that takes a lot of time, and so your husband didn't notice that you were away from home for like 2 weeks?
What he knew was I had appendicitis.
You told your husband that you had an appendix?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what he knows, so he didn't bother asking.
So whilst you were in the hospital, who was coming to visit? Because if he came to the hospital, he would know that you had gone through a procedure. He didn't come at all?
He didn't. It was my younger sister that used to
take care of you.
Take care of me.
Wow. And you are healed now?
I'm okay, but
you love your new body?
Yes, I'm okay, but he's not giving me the attention I need. I feel he doesn't love me anymore.
I want to know exactly what point you came to that made you make the decision that I need to fix my body and at all cost. Was there a certain sex position that he loved that you couldn't do for him?
Yes. It was cowgirl. So
Cowgirl.
now, yes, because I'm not able to do it anymore.
Because you were uncomfortable with your tummy? Wow. How long ago did you do the surgery?
It was for 6 months.
6 months. Since then, have you had sex?
No. He's lost interest, so I don't know what to do.
You use the money and you
I'm
still cannot
trying.
attract.
Yes.
She used the money for their investment to fix her body, hoping that she will suddenly turn into an eye candy for the husband of her youth. But that is not the case. She is not getting his attention, and yet the money is gone. This is Confessions. I need to go to the studio. The audience are overexcited. My counselor is ready, and this is how we do it. We are happy tonight in the studio because tonight, at least, we do not have a confession that is a sad story. This one, it is a bit not too pleasant, but yet we're not crying. And so I'm happy about it. Guys, are you not? Yeah. So, young lady, the name again is? Sewa. What would you do just to look beautiful? Her confession says her family's investment. The husband works hard, brings in money, and he says that for our security, take the 70,000 cedis and buy treasury bills so that someday we'll know that we've got something saved for rainy days. And she says she doesn't love her body. She needs to fix her body so that her husband cannot take his eyes off her. She went in, took the investment money, and she fixed her body. And the husband is still not looking her way.
Good evening once again, Miss Nancy. Listening to the confession, you could see the man wasn't interested in the body. Even though profession is good, everybody like to have that Coca-Cola shape. But going to the extent to use the money that we use it for investment for that like possession, it's a bit weird though. But I don't put the blame on the lady. Maybe she wants to look perfect. Perfect is good though, but I won't go to that extent.
You wouldn't. You want to look perfect, but you wouldn't use your investment for that purpose.
Never.
Yes, the gentleman. Hi, my dear.
I'm Harry.
Harry,
Yeah.
don't you love women with fine bodies?
Of course I do.
You know, imagine a woman looking at a woman and the breast is standing,
Oh,
the curves are available. You
Yes.
see her and you know this is a real hourglass shape.
Yeah.
A woman who is a standing African body.
Wow. You can't take your eyes off.
Yes.
You can't. But we should be real here. This 70K.
Yeah.
Not even 7K, 70K.
7K crown can be how?
Ah. 70K is not a joke. Invested. You said no. You didn't even discuss it with me. You didn't say anything to me. You just went ahead straight with your own thoughts, your own mind. When you do your thing,
I just want to be the eye candy for you. Me person whom you know want me.
but
No,
what
come
makes
and call
you think,
him.
said, that's exactly what I want. What makes you think so? What makes you
But
think,
that's
said,
how
it
I
was a
used to be
different thing?
before I had your 2 children.
Really?
Yes. I was an eye candy. You would always compliment my body, and you couldn't keep your hands off me. Now I have increased in size. My body shape is all messed up, and you don't look at me.
Maybe it might be because of my work or something.
Okay. Yes, my lady. Isn't our bodies that important to us?
Yes, my name is Patience.
Hi, Patience.
Yes, every woman would love to do what our dear lady did.
Yes.
We always want to look good. If not for our partners, we want to look
For
good for
ourselves.
ourselves.
When we dress up, we see la.
Yes, there's a saying that there's confidence in dressing. The way you look really represents who you are. And they also say that the way you dress determines how people will address
Dress you.
So, as as I said, every woman would love to do that, but there is a but here. The but is that my first question is she working?
Yes.
If yes, then we will look at that.
Perpetual, are you still here?
Yes.
Perpetual, do you work?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. Perpetua, you are working. Why is it that you didn't use your own money to do this kind of operation?
Because my money wasn't up to.
Okay. So let me come in here. Let's just be honest with ourselves. As I said, every woman would love to do what she did. But the truth is that, did she even discuss with the husband? No. 2, did she even sit to check why the husband was not paying attention to her? 3, for all you know, the way she thinks she is looking, that's the reason why she went in to do whatever she did. For all you know, the husband's concentration is not there. So I think what she missed here was that she should have checked from the husband what exactly is the reason why he's not paying attention to her. For all you know, it could be that, there's some men when they don't really care about the way you look. They don't really care. So far as you are doing ABCD for them,
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm Miss Nancy.
Ghanaian men.
Let me
So
land.
why is it that suddenly the fixing of one's body has become an obsession in this country?
I think our women, which I think, I am part of it, but we are losing focus here. There are a lot of things that we can do to keep in shape, but we tend to go to the soft way. The money involved is not a small money.
Hey.
It's not a small money.
So sister, I would have done it by now.
Yes, you see. So I think what what she missed was that she didn't find out from the husband what exactly is the reason why he's not paying attention to her.
She probably didn't find out from her husband why he wasn't paying attention to her. But she says that he's a loving father and a responsible husband. The only thing that was wrong in this marriage was the fact that he wouldn't look at her lovingly. He wouldn't cry for her. He wouldn't ask for her touch. For so many months, he wouldn't look her way. I want to invite our wonderful counselor in so that he helps us have this conversation and learn a thing or two from it. Counselor Edumata, we so love him. It's always great pleasure to have Counselor Edumata in the house. More love for him, more love for him. Go ahead.
Miss Nancy.
Hey, ma. Please have a seat.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It is always a delight to have Counselor Edumata in the house.
Yes, ma'am.
We commence confessions with you.
That's right.
And we are still with you. You see that telepathy?
I'm
great.
asking. And do you know what it means?
Tell me, baby. It is.
Excellence.
Growth.
Moving on.
Wealth.
Well, exactly.
The color green stands for life.
That's right.
Stands for wealth.
Exactly.
Stands for growth.
That also presupposes that every color you put on, you must speak the language.
I am speaking well. I need money to fix my body.
If it is your own money, hallelujah. If it's your own investment, hallelujah.
Why would I use my own money to fix my own
There
body?
goes.
For
Because
somebody to come and enjoy a perfect body.
it's your body. You want to let your body to look good. You want yourself to be seen as the astute woman. I did not ask you to go do that. Do you have your own money? Go do it. Has anybody given you some kind of a gift? Use it. If you want to go borrow, it's your own predicament. But not on the basis of we raising a home with 2 kids. And I have indeed gone beyond to give you a reason of why I married you and where the tomorrow is going with us. And I gave you 70,000 Ghana cedis. In the first place, You lied to me you are sick and that you are going to do operation called appendicitis. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, appendix. Yeah.
Appendix.
Yeah.
Say now, boy. You lied. Now you have gone to use that investment money, that of which every man could give us probably a quarter of that investment, to do your body. In the first place, did you discuss that with me? There is a total missing link here. You are looking at self when we are looking at tomorrow. Now, when you went in, now watch here, Miss Nancy, there is something I call the assumption phenomenon. You assume that when I look sleek, I look Coca-Cola, my husband will be admiring me. Totally wrong. That is not what your husband is looking for. I have married you, you wear Coca-Cola, you have gotten 2 kids, you are no more Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Your physique has changed, your stature has changed.
And your attitude towards me in the bedroom has changed as well.
Then what precipitated that? One of your ladies were asking a question like, what is it that the lady was doing? Because I always say that in marriage, what you started, don't stop. What you did that I always say, baby, it's you I want. Honey, I love that. Don't stop. Because the day you stop that, you are losing the entire marriage.
So from what conversation or the confession we listened to, she said that his favorite sex position, and even hers, was the cowgirl.
And that's what in the end.
That is, she's sitting on top of him
with
her face to him.
Right.
That way, the man gets to see the breast, the tummy, and all of that.
Good.
But after having 2 children, the tummy was not such a sight.
Good.
So she had to abolish that plan.
Okay, hold it there. So whilst you doing that prior to that, did you do that after the 2 babies?
She didn't have the confidence to do it.
That is the casualty.
You are not a woman. You don't know how we feel.
No.
When we stand in front of you, when we sit on you, we want you to see perfection. We want you to enjoy every bit of us. We don't want to be thinking, oh, why is my tummy so out? Why is my breast not standing? We don't want that.
Miss Nancy, when you marry, what we call beauty is not what is on you. What we call beauty in marriage is what emanates from you. The from you is what I'm looking for.
How many men?
That is what's supposed to be. If we all understand what marriage means, it is not after marrying you, I want to see a beauty on you. It is prior to the marriage, I was looking for a lady. That is why I selected you out of all the lot.
All of them.
Fantastic. Now, when I have married you, I am looking for the inner beauty. Discussing with me, joying with me is the inner beauty. When I'm down, you get closer to ask me, Kweku, why are you like this? Fantastic.
That's inner beauty.
Then I look at you, I say, Miss Nancy, and then you look tired. Let's go this way. That is the inner beauty we are looking for. Was that missing from the man? No. But you assume that it is my body, not attractive anymore. And you see, these things normally emanate from friends trying to pollute your mind to say that now I
and the things we see on social media.
Fantastic.
My goodness, the things we see
So
on
the
social
missing
media.
link here is that Miss Nancy, there was no discussion. The husband did not disapprove of your physique after the baby. There was no comment of that sort for you to hold on and say that. Thirdly, you lied to the fact that you are going to do operation of which you are sick. All right? But again, the man lost something here. When your wife told you she's not well, you needed to have been interested. As
the
to
man.
The man. As to where you go.
The man.
Yes, that is where the question mark. These are the
He
ills.
never went to the hospital.
Never went to the hospital.
He would have known that this
Exactly.
is not appendix, madam. This is a major surgery you just went through.
So the woman also took it as a golden opportunity. So
there was no appendix in the first place anyway.
Fantastic.
And even if he had paid attention,
Yes.
he would have realized that she's lost so much weight, because after that procedure,
Yeah.
you would lose weight.
Fantastic.
Unusually so.
Good.
And if it's a loving man, he would say that, yes, you had an appendix, but you're still losing weight. Let's go see the doctor so we know you're actually well.
Fantastic. And this is a man who had probably taken things for granted. And that is where the woman was coming from. You are not seeing that I'm good now. You don't pass comment. But those days you used to. We take things for granted. Wow, everything is normal here. But Obana want appealing, confirming, tapping me to tell me.
Consistently.
Exactly. So there was a
How?
missing link. So the act of a woman, we are not going to blame her too much, because the expectation as to what I want my husband to be telling me for me to see was missing.
Yes.
So the conclusion is that I need to do something for that thing to come.
Come back.
And that is, could it be my body? All right, but again, the question mark here is that whose money? It's a family money.
So long as it's not your money, you don't care, right?
I don't care.
But
Go do it.
you would enjoy the body,
Because
right?
the consequences you are going to go through. Time I walk back on now to say. Oh, me and not to say. And then the one who said, why you so much big kakaka until you got it to your body? Is that it?
Counselor, let us talk to the men and
Yes.
the building of their spouses' physical confidence
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
Yes.
If this woman felt confident in herself, if she felt loved, if she felt adored, if she felt like, oh, I am sexy, I'm hot, my husband still sees me as an eye candy,
Exactly.
she probably wouldn't have done this.
Excellent, Miss Nancy. You see, this is what every husband must learn. Every woman seeks affirmation.
Yes.
Every woman seeks confirmation. Every woman seeks attention. So if we men who are marrying, if we can really harness these words, we will every other day confirm to the woman that you are this. Miss Nancy, today, Miss Nancy, today I like that.
I still get overwhelmed
When you
I get
speak those
compliments
language,
from my beloved.
Fantastic.
I still get overwhelmed.
And
I never get used to it.
Fantastic. And you are not going to do anything to slim yourself down. That is the way you are. And the man says, I love that way. So if we men will learn this very act, it will help grow the marriage. And it will build the confidence of our wives. And I tell you, we will have what it takes. So you see, Miss Nancy, for instance, you would have closed your ears to the outside world. Because you'll be saying, Miss Nancy, why I can say, but hey, and me couldn't pay. That's the language. So you tend to defend what you are hearing. The ears of a woman who is married is very sensitive. And every man out there must look at it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, Counselor. Our ears indeed are always tickling
Yes.
for beautiful words from the men we love.
Exactly.
This is Confessions on TV3. Please don't go away. I will be right back. You are welcome back. This is a conversation that's got to do with the confidence of women, the honesty of women, a woman that can be entrusted with a family investment. Trust.
Yes.
Is it wise for a man to give something this substantial
Yes.
to his woman
Yes.
and say, take care of it?
Yes. And that is what I call an investment. That is what I call I believe in you. That is what I call I trust in you. That is what I call the future is you.
Can't that also be called, oh, summer society?
No!
Oh, summer
This is
society.
your, no, this is your assumption phenomenon base. I'm so let me who say I'm probably na mamiana. Did you ask me where the 70,000 was coming from? You did not. And when I said me war, and I said,
Actually, she said that the man had a contract.
Good.
And that is what came out as the profit.
Good.
And he gave it to her.
So this man could have gone sit somewhere and blow it and you would not know. But I came giving it to you because you are my home, you are my life, you are my future. Miss Nancy, fuck your investment in my. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. 2 kids, we are 4.
The gentleman has something to say.
Miss Nancy, my name is Jesse. I'm a guy. If I'm going for a lady, I have some few features that I have to look out for. If I go in for a Coca-Cola shaped lady, and we get married for 5 years after birth, and your shape has changed, I'll not be worried that much you using my money to fix your body.
Because you love
because
the body.
I love the body.
The body
Presentation
is
is my key.
Yes.
That's what I love.
Yes.
I am working. I have money. It's a contract. So if you've used that money to fix your body,
and the body is for you,
and the body is for me,
you are.
No, I'm okay.
Mami,
I'll be okay.
Mami,
I'll be okay.
I'm
okay.
That's it. Thank
Master,
you.
can I ask a question?
Counselor, easy. Tonight, I am doing my possible best to be snapping out of being a woman into being the host of Confessions.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I hope you're going to be kind to the women, though.
Miss Nancy, this is 70,000 you are talking about here. 1 CD, 2 CD, 10 CDs, 7 CD, 70 CDs, 7,000, 70. No. Cho, Fafonia. Miss Nancy, how on earth will you do, such a thing? No, how can you do such a thing? When I'm here, I'm just boiling inside me. I wanted to talk long ago.
Is it not because it's your money? So, for instance,
Miss
if it was my own money,
Miss Nancy,
and I used my money to fix myself,
I keep telling all
and
the
I
female
came
friends
standing
that
in front of you,
all the female friends that I have, I keep telling them that we all have, let's say all women have sex organs. But after that, what do you have different? That's what keeps a man.
Great point.
We all have, like all women have sex organs, but after that, what do you have different? And that is what had kept that man for that long, 5 years.
Exactly.
So why are you trouble about that?
Oh, for 3 months, he's not touched her.
No, for you see, when it's Sikani Abrantier, Sikaya Muja, sometimes when you don't have, you may think he has that 70,000 and he has given you, but that doesn't mean he have more. For that is all that he has. And he has given to you, he has entrusted that money into your hand, thinking that you can bring profit out of it.
So if, for instance, that wasn't the only money they had, if, for instance, that wasn't just the investment money, and it was any other money that she chanced on, like a gift?
It's wrong.
It's totally wrong.
It's wrong.
Perpetual is still in the studio. Perpetual.
Yeah.
Do you know of any other investment that belongs to yourself and your husband? Or this is the first time you've tried to make such a major investment?
This is the first time, and I know no other investment or any other stuff.
Wow. The only investment she knows of. But you know men, sometimes it's got to be others, so she just doesn't know, right?
No.
Miss Nancy,
No.
this presumptive, assumption-based thing, women, stop it.
Yeah, I'm just being the devil's advocate.
Of course,
yeah.
yes, and that's the way they are. But the moment you presume, you assume, your mindset is negative. You can't focus on the marriage. So suspicion will set in. You will not agree with me on anything, even when I'm trying to play the clean cards.
If indeed that's the only money he's ever had and he entrusted it into the hands of the wife, he must be a very loving, responsible husband.
Excellent.
Miss Nancy, this contract you are talking about, and contract don't come every day. This is contract. I've won a contract, and this is the outcome. I don't know when I'll get it again. So invest this, so that we may be feeding on it till we get another one. You are telling me you did it for...
She invested it in her body.
DI.
Yes, darling. Please go ahead. I will come. Yes, my lady in red. Please
Hi,
go
Miss
ahead.
Nancy.
Hi.
My name is Irabna.
Hi, Ira.
Miss Nancy, I would never support this lady for using the money to invest in her body. Body shaming is something which is worrying our women in this world now. You see, when you go to social media, it has gone to that extent for even our own women to sell oils, creams, pills for us, like such things that it would enhance our body, forgetting the side effects. But the real thing is, keeping a marriage or your partner goes beyond your physiques, like your body, your shape, and everything. The inner beauty is more important than the outer beauty. You see,
Well, these men, their eyes are wide open.
Yes.
Commenting on social media.
they are, Miss Nancy, they are. As my brother said, we, the women, we all have the same thing, you know, our organs. But when we come to the house, what do you have to offer? Aside your physiques, your shape, it is nice that when you wear a dress, we would see the boobs, the backs, everything. It's nice. What did you But then, yeah, after that, we know what do you have to offer as a woman? Yeah, can say the lady, she's not working. She's working.
Yeah.
So let's say
But she said that her money isn't so much, and the aftercare was just a little more.
No. It still doesn't justify the fact that you went to that extent to use your investment. Your husband trusted you to that extent to give you such a huge sum of money.
Yes, my lady.
Thank you very much, Miss Nancy. I'm very excited actually because I'm part of the Green family, so that's just by the way.
Yeah. We all telepathy here. Thank you.
Moving away from the monetary aspect, I feel like we've spoken about the money, which is also so much. But let's look at the fact that the lady was insecure at a point.
Yeah.
There was a bit of insecurity. And I know that naturally, ladies, we tend to be insecure when we look at others and you're like, this girl has a flat tummy, she has big boobs, she has big butts, like she's really nice. And then you look at yourself and your tummy is like protruding and all that. You tend to feel insecure. So I think as ladies, we should solve our insecurities first. If she was naturally feeling comfortable in that her state after her second birth, I don't think that her husband not giving her attention would have really gotten her to think that, oh, just maybe it's because of how I'm looking. Because you appreciate how you look as a person. But when you don't appreciate yourself, you don't love your body, then anything that comes from the man can tell you that today, I don't like the way you're looking, and automatically you think it's because of your appearance. But just maybe attitude-wise, you are not the same person you used to know, or there's something wrong somewhere. But I feel like we should work on the insecurities first, and I think that will go a long way to help us.
Yes, a counselor, the gentleman,
okay.
And then...
Right.
Miss Nancy, please, I want to say...
That's okay.
I think the woman doesn't look... she doesn't have a vision. Because, sorry to say, when you have...
Her vision,
yes,
to speak on her behalf, is to look like perfect for her man.
Well,
she wants her man not to look at any other woman but herself.
Well, if she wanted to use the money for that, I believe after the investment, the profit, she can at least take some of the profit, add it to what she's earning, and then do what she did. But rather than taking the whole money and doing that, I don't think it's advisable at all.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Now, if a woman, you said you feel insecurity, it means you have not accepted who you are. You have not accepted who you are. Ms. Nancy, do you remember when you were 15 years old?
Yes.
You saw the way you were.
Hey.
As against 25. As against 35. Are you not changing?
I am.
But if you can accept who you are, there is no insecurity anywhere. And that was the missing link from this woman.
You may put on weight. You may change as the years go by. Learning how to dress appropriately for your body shape and your size is one of the best ways to fix your insecurities. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the streets. We want to know what other people think. She used her family's investment to fix her body so that she'll be the eye candy of her beloved husband. Is she right? Is she wrong? Let's know what the streets had to say.
As a man, if this one happened to me, I would like to say like the girl is a fashion lady. He's not used to be like a married woman. Because as a man, giving you like this kind of money, for you to use like this, it's like, I don't like it.
I think what the woman did is right. It's perfectly good. Because, you know, women, after giving birth and stuff, you know, your stomach gets tired, you get fat. So she using the money to take care of herself, making her look sexy, is okay. Because I don't think if she was looking bad, the man would go in for her at the first place. And as ladies, we are in the 21st century whereby you have to look good for your man. So I don't know why the man is angry, why the husband is angry at the first place. He can be angry, but this is your wife you are talking about. You will not let your wife look dainty or anyhow.
Sebe oho na ebua ukun edi scam say fatowa. Ese di okacho say fayen fatowo sa say ba ne say sebe o yare mpo ana bibi na wo de kwa akoya mani hu so miwura say na ekoso se ne ebe ya bibi no nu nyina betu anamo ba se ukoye na wa ma na ehu dia ene no kwaredie na medi kan no wa ma no kwaredie na ama ntinetime ma aware ne yeden essay ana aware nugu.
If I was fitting to be in her shoes, I think I would do the same thing to look good and classy for my husband.
First of all, I would take my children from her and I'll sack her from my house.
So, if you had the money and it was yours and you want to look perfect, would you encourage a liposuction and a tummy tuck? Clark, is it not beautiful when your wife looks like she's never carried a baby and she's not changed after the years?
Miss Nancy, thank you. You see, the problem I have here is that what is the bank rate? You know this Beijing thing, what women can do, what men can do, women can do better. It's spoiling our ladies. This kind of beauty thing that you want to change to Coca-Cola shape or whatever is not the problem. And even the woman, she doesn't respect the husband. That's the first thing. She doesn't respect the husband in the first place. And she doesn't even think the way the man thinks. But I believe when you get married, the two, you think alike. Why is it that the man goes out there, work, make profit, and comes home and give it to you? Did you even ask the man, what are we investing? Why are we investing? For all you may know, the man is putting that investment there so that they will use it every 3 months when the school vacates. That interest, 70,000. Check the bank rates. 70,000 every 3 months, at least the 2 kids can pay their school fees out of it. Now you've gone out there, used it on yourself, and also lied to the husband. And you see, I blame the man too in a way. A man that is not caring.
He isn't.
A man that thinks about money so much and don't think about the family. You see, your wife leaves home for 2 weeks. From my research, these things, when you are going to do it, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get
out of the hospital.
After going through the processes, when you get to the hospital, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks. And when you come home, when you do the front, you have to lie by the side for like a month, and you need a specialist. When you do the side and side, and the up there, you also have to lie down in a special way for like a month or 6 weeks. And you need a nurse or a specialist to take care of you. The lady, you don't even take your bath. You don't do a lot of things. And this man, all this, throughout all these weeks, you did not notice. Where do you sleep? When do you eat? At what point in time do you come home? You see, the lady, we are blaming the lady too much. She didn't do well. But the man also is an irresponsible husband.
Clark has just nailed it right.
He did.
This is a lesson for all husbands who normally take things for granted.
This is a woman that was screaming for attention.
Exactly.
She was screaming for attention, and her action has caused the whole family.
Exactly. As a result of that silent look.
The other option, Counselor, have you thought about it? If she didn't go fix her body, she would have fallen into the hands of the next man that said, "You are beautiful. Are you sure you've had 2 children? Oh my God, you're just amazing. I love the way you smile." And she will melt into the hands of that man, and we would call her an adulterer.
That was exactly what she, the woman, was expecting from the man.
Yes.
So we need to learn something here. When you lose sight of your acceptance as to who you are, you feel insecure. If you get to that state of you feeling insecure and you do not discuss it with your husband and you assume that it should be like this and this is the way I want and that's what everybody's talking about, you've made a mistake.
Yeah.
So marriage is not just we are together with the ring and I am Mrs. and Mr. No. It is how we can coexist. That commonality must be ringing in.
So, counselor, basically, how are we helping her? What should she do?
There are several routes to this, and I'll take those routes one after the other.
Okay.
She can't go in directly face to face to the husband and say, I've used the investment for community. There will be fire at the workplace. Rather go look for somebody the husband reverence, respect, and detailed that sort of act, and be remorseful to yourself and say, quote unquote, I have acted so stupidly. And I know you are the only one who can help me in the sight
Counselor, I would have to give your number to Perpetual because I'm sure when you lead this conversation, the husband will be calm.
Definitely. And then based on that, that person will not sort of castigate Perpetua, but move along with Perpetua. So Perpetua should be able to get somebody who can sing along and also empathize with her and go talk to the husband. So that in talking to the husband, the person who is doing the talking will not be biased.
Yes.
But will say, hey, Kwesi, I don't know, and yes, this is how we're going to go. But hey, what do we do next? Okay. So if where it's coming from, the man sees it as, it's okay, it could iron out quietly.
Yeah.
But never again, Perpetua. Never again. Never again. And if you have done it, and you now look like Coca-Cola ship, never ask your husband, do you like my body? Because the moment you ask that question, you are trying to bring back wounds.
The pain that came with the loss.
Lost order. So that should be the exact approach. But she shouldn't just go in, I could see, I want to confess. No, you've got to go through that process.
And I think that my only suggestion to her is that she should go back to doing the reverse cowgirl, the favorites position.
To see, I like that. I like that. To see whether whatever that is falling, the man will like it, isn't it?
It's been quite an interesting conversation with me becoming everyday woman and the next moment switching to be the host of Confessions. And I'm sure that we've learned something. She is going to come out and confess to her husband. Sure. But bottom line is, if you can afford it, woman, fix yourself if it enhances your confidence, but not at the expense of your family's investment. This is Confessions on TV3. My name is Miss Nancy. We had Counselor Edumata and all these wonderful ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Same time next week. We come your way again.